back to the Bricks. Another quick update. It's your host Mike Lewis, Mr. One Time.
Mr. One Time.
And my man Kim Boyer.
Yeah, it's just me. Still,
we still working on
I'm still here.
Yeah, we still working on it.
Yeah, we working on that too. Man. We was working on getting me off this thing, but
we trying to switch it over to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
We talking about the upcoming draft. You know, it's next week, 25th. You know, we talking about the Lions because obviously we here in the D.
Yeah, hometown pride.
So
man.
A lot has been said about what we might be trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing a lot about this guy Eric Fisher, man. He from Rochester, offensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot early on we were really looking at D. Milner, but now they switched over to offensive tackle. What you think?
I mean, I feel like if you're gonna go anywhere in this draft, I mean the best surefire picks are Eric Fisher, you know, D. Milner, or you know, I don't think, you know, the guy from Texas A&M, the offensive line, Luke Jokel.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he'll fall. I feel like he might be the number one pick, so you may have a better
Top
chance
3
of grabbing Fisher than him. But I mean, the Lions, it seemed like that would be the only, you know what I mean, feasible or even, you know, realistic option. But, you know, you hear reports they're bringing in wide receivers. You know, just recently they had Tavon Austin, you know, the 5'10", you know, 5'9" wide receiver from West Virginia coming in here. You know, a slot guy, a guy that you know is not going to line up on the outside. So if people say, oh, we can match him up with Calvin, no, that's it. That guy, he's a slot option. He's a luxury pick. I would see someone maybe like the Patriots if he was there to take somebody like that as a, you know, as a luxury pick, you know. But I mean, what do you think about that? That's letting you know that the Lions is really still, they really don't get it.
I mean, unfortunately, man, you know, with our teams, I mean, to me, the only real smart sports team that we seem to have is like the Tigers and the Red Wings consistently.
Yeah, consistently.
You know, these past 6-7 years.
The Lions consistent though.
Consistently
terrible in everything that they do. Yeah, they consistent, all right, but on the other end,
I mean, they eventually, I think they're gonna pull it together, but it's gonna take some more growing pains for them to really understand what they're doing.
They setting themselves up for growing pains right now, though. If you still talking growing pains, you causing them. These ain't growing pains. These you causing pain. This is, I mean, you still interviewing, you know, working out wide receivers. Now he's a wide receiver, but he's a guy that's a surefire number one, you know, going in the first round. So I mean, don't say, okay, I'm looking at getting him like a Titus Young and thinking about dipping back in the second and third round, like Ryan Broyles type situation. I mean, no, you have to get him in the first round. Why are you working out this guy? You know, and you see your other.
Take a look at him, though.
I mean, yeah, you can take a look at him. Look at his film. Go look at him in the NFL Scout Combine and say, man, I wish we had a pick to grab him. I wish we could get you, Tavon. Trust me, if we could, we didn't have 100 knees to fill on this team, including the GM and the head coach. We would grab you, Tavon, but we can't grab
the head coach.
Man, the Lions, they look like they regressing. They reverting back to the same old Lions, and everybody know that type of situation. This is the worst possible news you can hear.
When Reggie Bush, though, man.
Oh my God. I mean, what is it? This is not college. It's like they building a college team. Oh my God. I mean, this is bad news when you see your rival, your main rival, who just won the Super Bowl 2 years ago, who just re-signed a guy like Clay Matthews, you know, to another deal on a defensive side, defensive leader. These are the type of players,
though, man.
Yeah, you should be re-signing guys like that, and we get all up in arms and excited when we re-sign Louis Delmas. I mean, come on, that's letting you know how far you is from the situation, man. This has got to stop, dude. Like, seriously, this makes no sense.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean,
I know what's gonna happen. Trust me, they gave us a sneak preview as to what's coming up in this draft. It's gonna be a lot of the same old thing. You gonna have a player that you drafted that's gonna be shorter than Roger Goodell going up there, and this is your first round pick, Lions fans. Don't you love us? Don't you want the season tickets on sale now? Go get them. season preview for the upcoming years. The Lions, the sequel. I mean, the 100th time of doing the same thing, man. I feel like this is the only thing that's going to stop them from doing this. We got progress when we boycotted and you had the fire mill and all that stuff going on, and people stopped with the 0-16 team. This is the only way that, man, Detroit is going to get him. And the Lions just will not understand that you can't go around and have these type of business practices and think that you're going to stay relevant and people just going to be loyal. Again, the Detroit loyalty, man. This is how it is. And that's what they count on. There's no way that you can tell me, like, realistically, think about it. You say, why not take Tavon Austin? You have offensive tackles that's there, cornerback that when your guys, guys is out there, running practice routes on you and killing you. You know what I mean? The secondary. You have defensive ends there. You got Mingo. You got all these Sam. Anybody I would rather see. It's like when you hear guys like John Beilein, all this sound like from Michigan head coach or other coaches when they say they seeing players or they see business formats, make new mistakes. Don't keep making the same Charles Rogers, Titus Young mistakes, man.
They ain't that bad.
You got lucky and you got a transformer after your 55th try. And you're going to keep going to the same, man. At some point, man, you got to change it up. Don't keep making the same mistakes. Make some new mistakes. I'll rock with that. I understand that.
Run with Johnson, though.
Yeah, you have no choice if you struck out the first 5 times. Yeah. That's how I feel about the situation.
I got hope, man. I got faith, man. They'll be all right. They'll be all right.
Well, Mike Lewis is going to keep hope alive. I'm waiting. I'm chomping at the bit, man, to get him. Anytime I see any of this type of foolishness going on, I'm gonna bring it to you, man. But love it or hate it, man. This is how I feel, and this is I feel like the only way that we'll get anywhere, man. But for now, Ken Boyer, Mike Lewis, broadcast from BPR Studios. It's the Bricks.